what is the role of culture and culture manager and culture institutions, what they have to do and what they have to say in terms of building a bridge between the nations and dealing with the changes and enabling to present a reality of a daily life of people and a reality of culture environment. And I think the role of intellectuals, the role of artists, the role of institution, culture institution is very important, is crucial to be able to create a platform, bring people together, building up a dialogue in a way that goes beyond what is knowing as a stereotype, and to find out what is happening in reality in certain part of our world and how we respond to whatever the circumstances are. What's our role as a human being first? Secondly, as a people who work in this culture field. So, for example, we set up an institution based on objective that building a bridge between Iraq, Middle East, and world, especially Western world. And we try to facilitate this objective and make it real. We set up conferences, art exhibitions, residency program. We call it reciprocal residency program. We brought international expert in culture and art into Iraqi Kurdistan, and we took artists, academic activists from the region, from the country to Europe. As well as we set up conferences, we set up art festivals, and then we worked with all different art forms, take it from music to literature, to visual art, to film, life art, theater, and then connected them into a human rights issue, which is in a conflict area, human rights become issues have become a priority, especially in those conservative society, women suffering, children suffering, environment suffering, and how art and culture institutions be able, through the medium of art, to address those issues, the issues related to a daily life of people and related to the value of culture and art that we believe and how we address that. For example, we set up an annual women conference. We brought women activists, women artists, playwrights, musicians, filmmakers. Internationally, we took them to Iraqi Kurdistan, to Iraq. And then we addressed the women issue through those different activities, art activities. We try to give a message that defending women's rights cannot be done just behind the door. And art and artists, intellectual people can have crucial role to address those issues. And also supporting those female artists, female playwrights, female actors who work in that field in such a hard environment. And then we worked on environment, how people care about their own environment, which is related to awareness. We set up a wonderful project in that perspective, and we support young people. And this is all in a conflict area. We're talking about the area that's no infrastructure. So you're trying to help young artists, young musicians, young actors, and young writers and poets in an area that you don't have a healthy environment. When I call it a healthy environment, for example, you don't have museum, you don't have galleries, you don't have an opera house, you don't have a proper cinema screening, you don't have a proper art space, you don't have a standard professional art institutions. So you don't have none of these. You don't have a foundation. Art is not part of the education system. So in this regard, our work in that environment, it's extremely important, and it's not just all about a negative. It's not just delivering a crisis. It's important also to deliver the hope and dream and the inspiration of people despite all these difficulties. They are human beings, and they want to live, and they want to continue be a part of a global society. And it's important to be able to keep the balance between what they suffer and what they hope to achieve and to work. And I think it's important for a cultural institution to do so. And it's not impossible based on my experience. And I think it's a challenging for us to do so and to be part of what is calling nowadays a crisis and conflict.